Greetings, Facebook land. This is downtown Karen Brown coming to you live again from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I've had the pleasure to have with me today Michelle Harrison. Michelle happens to be our Lady Lightning Gold Midwest coach for 18-year-old girls. She also is a former player with the University of Minnesota as a pitcher, and she is the owner of Strike Zone Sports. Michelle, I got a 10-year-old that's coming to me saying, Mom, I want to be a pitcher. I want to be a Monica Abbott. I want to play with those big girls on those college fields. What do you tell a 10-year-old that really wants to go to that D1 level?
Well, I think it's hard to tell at 10. I think sometimes they don't know what they want for breakfast. So at 10, I mean, I think we just try to make it really fun. We try to make it really engaging and make sure that it's something that they want to work on, because we're not going to get to that level if they don't have a great work ethic, if they don't have a lot of internal motivation, and if they're not really striving for it. But at 10s, I think we try to keep it as fun as possible, so that they want to get out and practice and they want to continue to get better.
Okay, so what do I tell my 16-year-old that maybe has committed, maybe hasn't committed, but she's still working on her game, and it's like, Mom, please, I want to go play D1 ball?
Well, I think at 16 we need to take a look at her skill set. We need to be really realistic about it, and making sure that she's targeting the schools that she should be targeting based on that skill set. We have a lot more information on the kids by the time they're 16, that we're going to be able to point them in the right direction. And some of those kids will be really high level Division I, and some of them are going to be, Division II, Division III. I think there's a place for everyone to play. With Strike Zone Sports, so we really do cater to all clients that really want to work hard and that are looking to elevate their game to the top level. And for some kids that might be varsity softball in high school, and for other ones it could be, a Power 5 conference school. So I think we help them target the right level for them, and we can assess their skill sets a little bit better when they're 16 versus when they're 10.
Okay, so you mentioned Strike Zone Sports. You give pitching and hitting lessons at that facility.
Yes.
Tell me, what's special about Strike Zone that not everybody else knows?
Well, I mean, I think that we're very established in the market. We're up in Minnesota. Our facility is up in Minnesota. I obviously traveled in North Carolina and worked with a lot of our Lightning girls, but up in Minnesota we have myself, we have Sarah Moulton, All-American pitcher out of the University of Minnesota and two-time MPF champion with the Bandits. She's also a pitching instructor with us, and we have former Gopher Tyler Walker, who was an over 400 career hitter for the Gophers. She does hitting instruction with us, and Carrie Dorley was a 4-year starter behind the plate for them. Also she does catching for us. So we've got great instructors. I mean, that's kind of been the thing with Strike Zone Sports, is we've really tried to target the right type of instructors so that I can make sure that I've got really good people around me to grow the business.
Okay. Michelle, Lady Lightning Midwest Gold. What's special about those girls? We have a lot of teams around the North Carolina area, but John Korn, our organizational director, has decided to put a team out in the Midwest. What's that like being out there with those girls?
Well, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, we're into our 3rd year now in the Minnesota market, and we're really the only team in that area that has the type of philosophy that we do. And obviously, we gain our philosophy from John and from the overall organization, but we've brought that philosophy up to a market that really needed it. I felt like the teams and the organizations that were already available to the girls in that Minnesota and upper Midwest market were not servicing them the way that they could be. So it's been great to be able to bring the resources that we have and the camaraderie kind of together. I think the hard part is that they're not here this weekend. It's hard to feel connected sometimes because we're so far away. But I think that we all do a good job of making sure that we operate as a program and we operate within the culture. So it's been phenomenal for the girls. I mean, we've committed 8 kids in 2 years, and that's something that just wasn't happening before. So,
well, it sounds like you're doing a great job up there. One last question. If you had to tell a pitcher in one sentence something that they needed to work on, what is the one thing that you tell people over and over and over again?
I think the big thing is just to make sure that, I mean, in this climate with, with recruiting and everybody going early, I think it's really easy to start hitting the panic button. And then I think we start trying to do too much too soon. And I think the big thing is that they just have to kind of really stay focused on themselves and on their unique development plan, and not get caught up in what's kind of going on around them. Every single kid is different. And that's one of the things that Strike Zone Sports really prides themselves on, is making sure that we are playing to the individual, and we're making sure that we're focused in on that kid's strengths, and it goes into their development plan, and it goes into their goals. And I think just making sure that they stay really focused on their set of goals and not get caught up in what's around them.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. We are just in all of your abilities and what you show our girls on and off the field, and how you teach them to conduct themselves at the next level, because college is a big step, and going from travel ball to college, they got to have the mindset to go with those skills.
Absolutely.
Okay, Facebook land, this is Karen Brown with Michelle Harrison, Strike Zone Sports owner, Lady Lightning Gold Midwest coach. We are signing off in beautiful Myrtle Beach.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Karen.
Michelle.
Thank you.